What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some absolutely awful news for you guys. And boy, oh boy, I can't tell you guys how happy I am that Splitgate 2 is right around the corner. Because Activision just continuously abuses their audience day after day after day. And every single time you think you can't get worse. You guys know this saying on this channel. I say it all the time. It always gets worse when it comes down to Activision, and I guess now Microsoft as well. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 Eastern Time. Splitgate, Battlefield, Call of Duty. I even want to start talking about some Arc Raiders, but I'm going to hold off a little bit until I can see if I can even play the game. But of course, if you guys are interested in keeping up with those titles, by all means, subscribe and hit that bell. And I do stream Monday through Saturday, so if you guys want to chat it up with me or hop into the open lobbies I host all the time on stream, by all means, you can find a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a post by Charlie Intel that literally made my jaw completely drop. As you can see right here, rumor, Activision may be considering changes to Battle Pass for Call of Duty 2025. Certain seasonal limited time modes may require Battle Pass ownership, and higher valued skins and content could be part of Battle Pass instead of premium event passes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know this might sound nice. Oh, the event passes, because as you guys already know, they started to go ahead and experiment with events where they have premium event passes, where they go ahead and hold all the best of the best content, and then the free event is just absolute garbage, obviously. You know, it sounds good that they're going to be, switching that around, and instead of having premium events, they're going to just incorporate that into the Battle Pass. But I'm going to say the same thing that I say all the time. Shouldn't this just be how the game has already been since day one? I've been saying this time and time again, and every single time people keep telling me I'm over-exaggerating. But I keep trying to remind individuals that this is Activision testing the waters. They are continuously coming at our necks, the community, and doing different things. It starts off like DMZ, for example, where you can buy bundles in the store that gives you a guaranteed free UAV every time you spawn in. Or, like now with the event passes, having paid separate event passes. Or, oh, the Battle Pass isn't good enough? Let's start adding in Black Cell, a premium version of the Battle Pass that you have to pay extra for without being able to use your already earned COD points. You literally have to dump that money out of your own pockets in order to acquire the Black Cell. They have been testing us over and over. And everybody, like I said, keeps saying, oh, you're crazy for thinking that this is horrible. It's so tiny, right? That's what everybody always claims. It's so tiny, so minuscule. But that is how businesses get away with these things. They wouldn't get away with it if they just absolutely ramp things up to the moon and, it's a drastic change. That's not what they do. They take it bit by bit, piece by piece, slowly yet surely, testing to see what the community reacts to, whether they react to it in a positive way or a negative way. And they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they can literally milk the audience for everything they have. And now, here we are, current date, and they are implementing paywalls to get into limited time game modes. And let me remind you, these limited time game modes aren't even all that to even begin with. I guess I don't want to say the bundles are completely worth the cash, like Seth Rogen, for example, having to pay extra money in the event pass to obtain these items, because as I stated before, these items should be given to the community for buying the base game and even just simply buying into the Battle Pass. But again, I could still see some value somewhere to, having something like that be purchased through the game. But a limited time mode? Are you actually joking me? Are you telling me they genuinely believe that their limited time modes are worth spending money, and that their limited time modes are going to encourage people to buy the battle passes so they can play the limited time modes? I don't think so. And as I stated before, I know people are going to say, well, JB, you are overreacting. They're going to go ahead and put a paywall over limited time modes, but you could still get those limited time modes if you purchase the Battle Pass. And on top of that, now the Battle Pass includes these premium, style event pass content, whatever you want to call it. Like Seth Rogen, if this new system is going into place, Seth Rogen will be in the Battle Pass that you purchase, so you wouldn't have to worry about spending money on a premium event pass. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is Activision and Microsoft that we are talking about here. they're not just going to simply give us something that is better. It has to be a trade-off. And I'm willing to put money on the fact that they are more than likely just going to simply raise the Battle Pass prices. So instead of having, the premium event pass and all this noise, they're just going to say, okay, well, let's go ahead and put the premium event pass into the Battle Pass and just up the base charge of this Battle Pass altogether, which is an absolute ripoff because if you remember back to Modern Warfare 3, they did a Walking Dead event where they had the actual cast within the game, and all you had to do is purchase the base cheap Battle Pass that you didn't have to pay any extra for. All you have to do is continue the previous Battle Passes, save up the COD points, and you'll get the next one for free. So no additional charges, yet you could still get all the premium characters that were supposed to be in that event through the Battle Pass. And to think that Activision removed how this works, implemented a premium event pass. So they went from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6 where they removed the cool stuff from the Battle Pass, put it in premium event passes, and now they're planning on stripping this away and re-implementing it back into the Battle Pass. Although it is making them a lot of money, you can't tell me that they are going to go ahead and keep the Battle Passes at the same price. There's not a chance in hell. They have already valued that these premium characters are no longer worth a Battle Pass and they should be in premium events. And now they're planning on reintroducing them back into the Battle Pass after making bank off of doing this? Nah, there's going to be a price increase. And the funniest part about this whole situation is that Microsoft and Activision also increased the prices of Xboxes and their games as well. $100+ or something like that more for the consoles. And now the games are going to be like $80 each. Now, of course, I know Nintendo opened up the floodgates for all these other companies to start raising and hiking up the prices. But let's be real here, right? They're not trying to hold anything back here. And I'm more than willing to believe that they're probably going to blame the economy and all these things going on. Those are the main reasons onto why it's so harsh to, make these digital cosmetics for a video game. Like it's going to be any different. It's not. They're just going to find excuses to raise the prices and make sure people pay more, and people will eat it up. I swear, if the base Battle Pass becomes something that you have to cough up money for each and every time instead of just simply being able to grind out the previous Battle Passes and getting the points from those and just, recycling the process over and over, if they make it to where it's like the Black Cell, bundle and you have to purchase it with real money, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say. All I got to say right now is I'm beyond thankful that there's so many games on my radar that are coming out very soon that, hopefully they will be able to save a lot of people and give, players different things to play. But I'm going to say it again, as I said a million times before. These games are $70 now turning into $80 products. I can't think of any excuse for these titles to be having more scummy business practices than free-to-play games. Literally. Tell me at any free-to-play game out there. There might be some, but tell me which ones you could think of right now that have events, premium events, then a Battle Pass on top of a premium version of the Battle Pass, and now they're going to have paywalls behind limited time game modes that you have to purchase into the Battle Pass in order to play, and events are probably going to be locked behind pay. What? And even if you can find a free-to-play game, tell me a paid product then that can get away with that much garbage. I can barely think of any. I just simply can't. Call of Duty can barely run. This game is like in the worst spot it's ever been, and they're planning on upping prices of all. Ladies and gentlemen, fluke Activision, fluke Microsoft, fluke absolutely all of their practices. It sucks. I love Call of Duty. This is one of my favorite franchises ever in this world. I've played every single Call of Duty game. It hurts to see that it's being handled in such a way that it will probably continue to scare off more people who just simply want to enjoy the game that they all know and love. But instead of being able to enjoy it, they have to be ripped out of money. Imagine hopping into this experience after spending $100+ on just simply buying the game to get into the experience. And now they're telling you if you want to play a new game mode that they just put in that's bare minimum, nothing crazy, just a simple new game mode, you have to cough up $10, $15, $20 to be able to go ahead and get access to that. I'm sorry for the language again, but are you shitting me? No, that should never be the case, ever, for a full fledged out paid game. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, if you guys are interested, go link that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next one. Peace out.